So the next fundamental we're going to talk about is sway. So what is sway? Well, the definition is that it's the inclination towards the center of a turn. But why do we need sway? For example, I'm going to do a box step and I'm going to turn to the left. So I'm going to go forward side together starting on my left foot. I can do that quite happily and I don't need to do any inclination towards the center of the turn. So why would I need to do sway?
Okay, so if you think about what we've talked about up until now with swing and rotation, so we've talked about adding power, okay, through our rise and fall, and then we took that power and we turned it, okay, to the right or left. So imagine, let's take the power off again for a second and just imagine that box step that we just did.
Right.
Very slow, just walking. Imagine if I was on a bicycle riding along and just kind of taking a nice Sunday ride and I turn a corner, I'm going to stay fairly vertical in my body. But if I'm on my Kawasaki 500 SL motorbike, does that exist?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going at 100 miles an hour and I turn a corner. If I stay upright, I'm going to fall over. So that's the same thing. If I have my box step and I'm turning it with no power, I can stay fairly vertical. I don't need sway. But as soon as I start adding power, okay, I rise and fall, and if I turn and don't lean to the center of the turn, I lose control at the top of the step as I'm turning. So what I do is I incline my body to the center of the turn so that I have balance at the top of the step.
So it's like on the motorways where they have the banked corner, so if the cars go around, then they don't fly off the end of the
Exactly.
Of the banking.
So sway primarily is for control and balance. And I think the mistake that a lot of people make is they think that sway is for shape. And so what they're doing is leaning with their body to try and create pitches rather than leaning to the center of the turn just enough for what they need for balance. So if I take an example and do a natural turn as the man and just tip my side down, I'm not actually on balance. I might think I might have a nice big shape, but I'm not on balance. So I need to be in a lined up balanced position and extend myself so that I'm in a balanced controlled position.
So the amount of sway is dictated by the amount of energy that you put into the actual turn. So if I'm going really slowly and I'm stepping to the side, I don't need to incorporate much sway. But if I'm putting a little bit more power on, then the sway is going to happen because of the power that I'm putting into the movement.
Exactly. So make sure when you use sway that you do it for balance and control and not for the picture. Have the shape be a result.
So it's a result of something. It's a symptom of the movement.
Right.
It's not there just for show.
Exactly.
Okay.